Hello folks, welcome to the topics. Welcome to another video. Today is Friday. Let's talk about the markets because this week we had FOMC. So we have a little bit to talk about. Let's jump right into it in today's video. So we had Papa Powell give us a speech on the FOMC meeting. And as always, he used his cryptic words. We had, as always, volatility. The market tanked, then the market picks back up. It goes up and down. But at the end of the day, we saw only 0.5% move in the S&P 500, meaning that there wasn't much to be expected. And the post-announcement, it was very unfruitful. One of the key decisions of what they made was to lower the target range all the way to the 3.75 to 4%. So we lowered 0.25 BPS. So there's a little bit of a shift in the balance of risks, meaning that they want to reach ASAP that 2% inflation rate, which is the number that they had, bring jobs back up, so unemployment down. So there's a little bit of uncertainties on the unemployment data. But other than that, we had a lot of volatility, but no significant movement anywhere else. So for crypto, what did it mean? Well, before we find out, we can actually go to CoinMarketCap and we can see our currencies. We have Bitcoin right now at 110,228. We have Ethereum at 3857, XRP at 254, BNB at 1,083, Solana at 188, and then scrolling down, we have Hyperliquid at $44. Everything else, mainly for me, they don't matter much. If we go to the Fear and Greed Index, we have that number now at 31, meaning that we are back in the fear. For a few hours, we had gone above the fear, so back to the neutral at 42, and this was on the 26th, but then we fell down towards the fear again. But you can see that it looks just like this, like we're forming a bottom. So now if we go back to our charts, we can see on the daily, let me actually zoom it out so you guys can see it better. We are still very close to all-time highs. We are testing right now the 200 moving average, which is a very important indicator that we have to consider because it is very respected, the 200 and the 100 moving average. So right now, this could be the bottom that we are looking for on Bitcoin and on Ethereum. Again, a point that I like to bring is that because we have been seeing so many bad days in October, this doesn't mean that now we're going to be going up. This is just hopefully by looking at the charts, it looks like that. We've bottomed in October alone 1, 2, 3, 4 times already in the same similar range of the $106,000, $104,000 right here for Bitcoin. So eventually we are going to be bottoming out at this range. We're going to be looking back maybe in 2-3 months, and we most likely will see this as, of course, hindsight, good place for you to buy Bitcoin maybe. So this is my hope. This is what a lot of people are talking about online, that this range right here, let me actually draw this for you. This range right here is a range that once we move away from it, we should be good to go on the upside. Because again, if we zoom out, which is what you should always be doing when you're not having, such a good time, when you zoom out, consider this. From the all-time high in January, we had Bitcoin at $109,000, which we thought was a huge number. Everyone was excited to be above $100,000. From there, we went all the way to a place of minus 30% of around $75,000 once again. So right now, from this top, we are only down close to 20%. So yeah, 17, 19% if you look all the way to that candle at the $101,000. But if we actually put all the way to the 30%, worst case scenario, we can go back towards the $87,000, $89,000. If that happens, this will be a place where I am going to buy so much Bitcoin, as much as my wallet or everyone else is able to lend me money for me to put into Bitcoin at this price, because most likely it will be the last time we're going to see Bitcoin at 5 digits. Again, do I believe we're going to see 5 digits again? I don't know. But if that happens, I have capital available to deploy, and you bet I'm going to be DCAing a lot right here. But hopefully this right here will hold, and now we're going to be looking towards all-time highs. Now, moving over to Ethereum. On the daily, Ethereum looks green. We have a green candle, but if you remember, let me actually go to the weekly so we can see it better. I drew this purple box right here, which is the point of interest. This right here is a range that if we hold above this, and then if we break this range right here, above this blue line, above the yellow moving average. So we're talking about 4,300 more or less. If we're able to keep above this, then yes, we're going to be looking at 5,000, 5,600, 6,000. But because Ethereum only moves after Bitcoin has done its thing, and October was not at all October for us, then it means that we have to wait it out. First, go to Bitcoin and then wait for Bitcoin to move to then see Ethereum and other altcoins move right after. So that is the plan, meaning that I'm not super bullish on Ethereum right now, but not bearish. I just think it's gonna sideways for a little bit. Hopefully it does not go test all the way to the bottom of this, because if it breaks this, then we're looking at the 100 and 200 moving average. But this seems a very, very strong place right here for us to coast right around here to then go up once again. Now, going to the topics over here, I am still holding this now. Doesn't look good for me. We have the leaps on Ethereum for next year. This one is 70%, still giving me $666. If I were to close right now, I am not. I think I'm going to be holding this. It doesn't make sense for me to do that right now. Then I saw today a call. I'm not very bullish on Ethereum, especially today. I think we already moved towards the middle of the Bollinger, and then we're going to be looking downwards once again. I think we're going to be continuing this up and down movement right here. And then I have the Ethereum, Solana, and XRP options that because of October, these are down bad. But again, not much that we can do on these. It is, you know, sometimes everyone makes mistakes. We got to learn. There was no way we could have imagined that October was going to be as bad as this. The copy trading, we now have the 0DT for altcoins. We have 43 people right here so far with 52 grand deposited already. This is a good strategy if you don't want to be reliant only on Bitcoin, because this is a Bitcoin strategy mostly. So over here, you're most likely going to be getting a little bit more volatility. So squeezing maybe a little bit more. I don't know how we're going to beat this forecast, but I imagine that it's going to be possible. I imagine that we're going to be able to go above the 75 right here. So maybe 5-6% a month. This is the goal that I would expect over here, but who knows? Only time will tell. Since I'm not the one in charge of the strategy, I don't know what to expect. But we have almost $4 million in assets under management here for the copy trading. So super, super cool. Almost at 800 people as well. Hopefully this works very, very well for all of us. If you don't know how to use options, if you are a little bit scared of, you know, losing money, what you can do, you can click on education and you're going to find my pretty face right here. Let me actually pause this. You can see my pretty face right here. And we have all these videos right here for you to learn on how to use options. We have the introduction module, and then the module number 2, which is the advanced strategy module. If you want to trade on a bear market, on a bull market, on a sideways market, or crab market, whatever you want to call it, here you have all these videos showing you how to do that. Again, if you want to check it out, first link in the description is going to allow you to register to Bitopics. You don't need KYC, you don't need anything like that. Just register, deposit, and put your money on the copy trading, or come here on the education tab, learn how to do it yourself and start making money. And if you want to reach out to us, you can do that via email, or you can, for example, just look up this name on Twitter. I'm going to be able to answer you over there faster than I can over here on YouTube. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this was an insightful video. Hopefully the markets are going to be helping us right now, the month of November. So have a safe weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday, as always, for another video right here. Take care. Peace.